Welcome back to the Stories of Northern Life podcast, brought to you by the Sault Ste. Marie Museum. Today, I bring you a short little article from the Sault Star. So the article that we are going to be reading today is from February 6, 2010, and it is called Keeping Our Heritage, and it was by Elaine Della Mattia. Communities across Ontario will be celebrating their past, while transformations occur with the passage of time. Identifying aspects of the past are often preserved through designations recommended by the Sault Ste. Marie Municipal Heritage Committee. Ontario Heritage Week runs from Monday, February 15th to Sunday, February 21st. This year's theme is Our Changing Landscape, emphasizing the history and evolution of communities across Ontario. Roger Kinghorn, chair of the Sault Ste. Marie Municipal Heritage Committee, said that locally Heritage Week will be celebrated through education by highlighting local buildings and sites that have a historical significance to the city. The sites all play a part in defining the community's identity and past. This year, the Ukrainian Cultural Association will be recognized at City Council February 23rd meeting for their work in the community to preserve the Ukrainian culture and install a memorial plaque at the Sault Ste. Marie Museum acknowledging the internment of Ukrainians and other Europeans during World War I. The committee will also request that Council have 134 Simpson Street, Bishopshurst, registered as a property of interest with cultural and heritage value. The home, owned by the Anglican Church, is viewed by the committee as having historical importance in Sault Ste. Marie. In Sault Ste. Marie, about 30 homes, buildings, and sites have been designated under the Heritage Act to have some historical significance. Designations are recommended to City Council by the committee after various buildings, homes, or sites are researched to determine whether they are worthy of the designation. Some designations are attributed to an architectural period or unique design, while others have a cultural or historical value, Kinghorn said. Designation by council means the building cannot be destroyed within a certain period of time. It also allows the owners to be eligible for grants to restore portions of the property and provides them with a 40% cut on their property taxes. Kinghorn notes that highlighting heritage buildings helps educate residents and visitors about the history of the community and gives the community character. Major properties designated over the years include the now St. Mary's Paper Inc. office building at 75 Huron Street, the Barnes Block at 3 to 7 Queen Street East, and the Sault Ste. Marie Memorial Tower. The St. Mary's Paper office building was built at the turn of the century and demonstrates Richardsonian Romanesque architecture in an industrial context featuring round arch openings and round face masonry. The Barnes Block is identified because of its Gothic corner turret with a late Victorian Italianate north facade. The Memorial Tower, originally part of the Memorial Gardens, was preserved after the arena was leveled and represents a late example of the modern style of architecture. Historically, it also commemorates those who died in the World Wars and the Korean War. The lamp at the top of the tower is a reminder of the eternal flame that marks the resting place of the unknown soldier. Other designated buildings include the Sault Ste. Marie Courthouse, the Sault Ste. Marie Cenotaph, the old post office building, now the museum, the Rotary Welcome Cairns, among others. Distinguished homes in the community are also plentiful, Kinghorn said. Wellington Square townhouses at Wellington and Pym Streets are marked for their Edwardian urban design. Originally built in 1913, the project was financed by the Lake Superior Paper Company for its executives. The Eastbourne at 1048 Queen Street East was built in 1903 for Sir William Hearst, a local lawyer who became the Premier of Ontario. The house is noted for its link to political history and architectural design. Another home called the Upton at 10 Kensington Terrace was built in 1865 and was the home of Weymouth Simpson, the last chief factor of the Hudson's Bay Company in Sault Ste. Marie. Simpson was the first member of the Parliament of Algoma. The house's designation also marks one of the most important examples of the city's earliest residential buildings. The building was restored after Heritage Sault Ste. Marie purchased the building in 1988, which has since been converted into 3 condominium units. Kinghorn said that in some cases, Heritage Sault Ste. Marie chooses not to make a recommendation that would bestow a designation on a property, either because the historical, cultural, or architectural significance is not there, or because the property owner does not want the designation. Prior to the demolition of the Royal Hotel, the committee started researching its significance. There was no strong public outcry for it. The owners didn't approve of it. We really found out about it too late, Kinghorn admitted. Another request was denied at one point that would have seen the home Roberta Bonder grew up in receive a designation. Kinghorn said there was nothing significant about the home that met the designation requirements. In addition to the designations, almost 20 plaques and monuments have been erected across the city to commemorate the city's heritage. Those include the plaque at the Sault Ste. Marie Canal, marking the 1622 arrival of Etienne Brulé and companion Grenot, the first white men to see the rapids and Lake Superior. Others marking historical significance include plaques at the corner of Queen Street West and Huron Street, Gore and Wellington Street, Queen and Elgin Street, and various downtown buildings. So they also, in this article, have a picture of 115 Upton Road, the Precious Blood Cathedral, and the McLeod residence at 143 McGregor. And at the bottom, it says properties designated by the Municipal Heritage Committee include the Consolidated Lake Superior Company General Office Building, the Northwest Company Lock, the Barnes Block, Coronation Hussey Blocks, the Sault Ste. Marie Memorial Tower, Barnes and Fawcett Buildings, Central United Church, the Sault Ste. Marie Courthouse, the Sault Ste. Marie Cenotaph, the Rotary Welcome Cairns, the Old Post Office Building, Dawson Block, Precious Blood Cathedral, 34 and 36 Herrick Street, the Old Stone House, the Block House, the Algonquin Hotel, the Ontario Provincial Air Service hangars, the Forestry Insect Laboratory, Wellington Square Townhouses, Eastbourne, 115 Upton Road, 1035 Queen Street East, Upton, 143 McGregor Avenue, or the McLeod family residence, 911 Wellington Street East, the Old Town Cemetery, Bishop Folke Memorial Chapel and Cemetery, Buchan House, which is on the Mocking Hill Bird Farm, or Farmer Bob's property, and 7 various plaques and cairns in the downtown area. So there is a little bit more about our heritage and what the Municipal Heritage Committee was doing in 2010. So I hope you enjoyed our episode today. I know it was a little bit short, but still, as always, thanks for listening. Bye.
Did you know you can get unlimited admission to the Sault Ste. Marie Museum for a whole year for just $15? Yep, that's right, and there's more perks to that too. Go to Sault Museum, that's SAULT museum.ca, under Visit and learn more about our membership options. And if you're a business, corporate or nonprofit, we have plans for you too. Reach out to us by emailing info@saultmuseum.ca with any inquiries.
Today's quote is from the book Algoma Central Railway by O.S. Knock. This quote is from R.S. McCormick, Chief Engineer of the Railway, from August 1912. The old line from Sault Ste. Marie to Hawk Lake Junction is through a most difficult country to build in, and while the location secured was good on the whole, the line is badly handicapped with heavy grades and sharp curvature. To improve this grade and alignment would require extensive relocating, for which the present is not contemplated. The route, however, is very picturesque, and travelers have a treat in rugged scenery awaiting them on the opening for traffic of the Algoma Central north of the Sault. End quote.